Yeah, I know the name.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to the Cole Harbour Gymnasium for Maritime Women's Basketball Association action between the Halifax Thunder and your Lake City 56ers. Let's meet the Halifax Thunder. Their starting five. Number 1, Sandy Saunders. Number 3, Kira Duffy. Number 4, Bianca Helming. Number 5, Haley Lawler. And number 13, Elia Frazier. Head coach is Alex Petropoulos, assistant coach is Kiva Vino, and Kevin Duffy, general manager Brandon Rayfuse. And now let's make some noise for your ladies, your Lake City 56ers! Let's start off with number 0, Courtney Johnson. And number 1, Lily McNeil. And number 3, Lily Fuller. Number 7, Lauren Armstrong. And wrapping up, number 12, Zoe Olskamp. Ladies and gentlemen, the head coach of the 56ers, Pat Everett, assistant coaches, Lonnie States, Chelsea Slaughter-Wright, Tara Myra, and Hayden Parker. General manager, Coulter Simmons. The referees for the day, John Fitzgerald, Ryan Maxwell, and Joey Harvey.
All right, good afternoon, basketball fans, and welcome to more MWBA action right here on Maritime Athletic Profiles, live from Cole Harbour High School in Cole Harbour, Nova Scotia. It's the Lake City 56ers taking their 3-0 record into a rematch of last year's Legacy Cup Championship Final as they host the defending champs, Halifax Thunder. As we're about to tip off, how you doing, folks? My name's Alan April. I'll have the call of today's action as the 56ers take the opening tip-off. Zoe Olskamp around the horn for Emily McNeil. McNeil wearing number 11. Here's Lauren Armstrong. She'll attack up with the lefty layup. No good. And rebounded by Kira Duffy. Here comes Sandy Saunders the other way for the Thunder. Saunders looking to get that right-handed scoop. Good contest by Olskamp to alter that shot. Now Olskamp swings for McNeil. Lauren Armstrong now. Little drop cross. Hands it off for Lillian Fuller. She's defended by Aaliyah Frazier. Fuller cut off. Kicks to the corner. Olskamp. Shot clock down to 5. Fuller has got to get something going. Free throw line jumper. No good. And the rebound batted around into the hands of number 5, Haley Lawler. Lawler, 5'8" guard out of Red Deer, Alberta. Played at Mount Royal last season. Started her university career at McEwen. One of 2 Mount Royal Cougars to join the Thunder this spring. As here's Emily McNeil, deep 3, no good. Kira Duffy with the rebound. Bianca Helmig pushing the pace. Frazier now. It's a small but fast lineup to start for the Thunder as Aaliyah Frazier's corner 3 rims out. Rebounded by Lauren Armstrong, and she'll push. Armstrong, this year's ACAA MVP with Holland College. And Courtney Donaldson doing what she does best. Getting to the bucket, count it, and 1. High off the glass with the left hand. Donaldson was second in the league in scoring last season, averaging better than 19 points per game as we take another look. Yeah, just that extended arm and finishing high. And Donaldson off to a torrid start to this season. She had 22 points yesterday, averaging about 18 points per game through the first 3 games of the season. Sandy Saunders 3 misses. Lauren Armstrong another rebound, and she'll push the pace. Armstrong going to break down Lawler. Feeds it for Olskamp, and that's going to be a back over half. So the Thunder will take over possession, trailing 3-0 about 2 minutes into this one. As mentioned, the Thunder are the defending champs, two-time defending champs to be exact. However, they were defeated in the season opener last week. I believe it was 66-58 loss against the Halifax Hornets. Thunder have just 5 returning players from last year, and only 4 are active today. Next week, Alina McMillan, who was the Legacy Cup MVP, will be joining the Thunder after her pro season in France concludes, or I guess it's concluded. She's back in Canada now, but stopped at home for a quick visit before coming back to her second home of Halifax to pick up her MWBA season. Olskamp in traffic. Donaldson, baseline pull-up. No. Kira Duffy with the rebound, and she'll push in transition. Duffy can't get the righty lane to go. Armstrong, another rebound. She's cleaning the glass like Windex out there. And Armstrong, aggressive take to the cup for 2. Aaliyah Frazier, catch and shoot 3, connects. No hesitation. Frazier on the catch, instantly puts it up and in. Cuts it to a 5-3 Sixers advantage. Fuller, triple, too strong. Rebounded by Duffy. Long outlet for Frazier. This time she'll attack the closeout. Looks to swing, but stolen away by McNeil. What a block. Kira Duffy rejects McNeil. Take another look at this one, folks. Watch Duffy's anticipation and left arm. Wow. Way to slow that down. Producer Dylan. Shout out the Maritime Athletic Profiles crew. Busy day in the MAP universe as we've got a high school all-star tournament going on at St. Mary's University. Donaldson breaking down her defender. Free throw line pull-up, rims out. Rebounded by Sammy Russell. Russell, and off the bench, an AUS All-Star herself this past season. And her Acadia teammate Bianca Helmig called for the travel. Dragged that back foot on the pivot. Now into the game for the first time for the 56ers off the bench, Aki Kobayashi. The guard, fresh off a three-peat with the St. Mary's Huskies. Kobayashi from Osaka, Japan. Was an AUS second-team All-Star this past season. Fuller kicks to Armstrong. She'll fake, now step through and comes up just short on the layup. Duffy looking to push. Pass is deflected out by Olskamp, but will remain Thunder ball on the sideline. Sophie Atkinson also in for the Thunder to inbound. Gets it in for Bianca Helmig. Helmig around the Duffy screen. Free throw line pull up. No good. Battle for the rebound. Won by the Sixers as Fuller takes possession. Lillian Fuller just finished her second year at UNB for the Reds. Had a breakout season, averaging just under 8 points per game. Kobayashi turning in the lane. Rims out. Sammy Russell with the rebound, and she'll push. Helmig cutting, reverse, no. You can see the pace that the Thunder want to play with. They don't have much in terms of traditional size. Got a couple players around 6 feet, but they have guard skill sets. So every player for the Thunder, they get the ball and they look to outlet and push the ball up court. And what a pass right there. Aaliyah Frazier threads the needle for a cutting Sophie Atkinson, who ties us up at 5 apiece. Great pass there by Frazier, another St. Mary's Husky. Got quite a few in this game. And travel as Zoe Olskamp. Officials are calling that tight here. They got Helmig on the other side on a similar move, dragging that pivot foot. As Courtney Kane Norden checks in for the Sixers. Kane Norden, also a former St. Mary's Husky Holland College Hurricane combo. 3 players in that game have that combo. We'll talk about it. Great cut, but Duffy comes up short on the layup off the nice delivery from Helmick. Excuse me. And now Kane Norden fouled on the catch by Duffy. So get this. Courtney Kane Norden started her university career. Actually, before all that, I need to say Happy Mother's Day to all of our viewers, and Happy Mother's Day to Courtney Kane Norden and Leah Martin, who are both moms on the Lake City 56ers. Thank you to all the moms for everything you do, and as we celebrate women's basketball here, it's important to recognize all the moms, as Lauren Armstrong, I know we heard from her mom in Australia a couple times on the broadcast last year, gets 2 to go. Russell, too strong. Armstrong doing it on both ends with the defensive rebound. Now Kobayashi kicks to the corner. Lillian Fuller on the catch. Dishes to Armstrong. Armstrong looking aggressive today. Had just 1 point yesterday. She's got 4 and probably 7 or 8 rebounds already midway through the first quarter here today. Olskamp lost it. Fuller to beat the shot clock. Doesn't get the roll, but Kane Norden is in. Great hustle, and she'll head to the line to shoot a pair of free throws. So as mentioned, Courtney Kane Norden. Take a look here at Kane Norden. Just great anticipation. Wasn't boxed out and attacks the glass. Earns herself a trip to the line for 2 shots. Kane Norden, 5'9", out of Halifax. Played her high school basketball at Citadel High. Started with the St. Mary's Huskies. Played 46 games with SMU, and then finished off her career with the Holland College Hurricanes in the ACAA, averaging over 11 points per game with Holland College. She's in her 2nd year with the 56ers. Last year, appeared in all 10 regular season games, averaging 5 points, 5 rebounds per game. Good, versatile forward off the bench. And part of the Holland College St. Mary's connection, which is very evident on this 56ers roster. We'll talk about it. As Sammy Russell is 3 rims out. Rebound stolen away by Dara Flurgan. Just checked into the game. But Russell steals it back. Unable to get the lefty lay-in to drop. Now Armstrong. Downhill. Hesitation. And fouled on the perimeter by Taya Dixon. Into the game now for the Thunder. Taya Dixon, as well as Alexis Evans. Haley Lawler out there with Sammy Russell and Sophie Atkinson. Nakiva Brown just checked in for Lake City as well. So this is the perfect time to talk about it. Lake City right now has 4 players on the court with Holland College Hurricanes connections. Courtney Kane Norden, we just told you, started her career at St. Mary's, transferred to Holland College. Aki Kobayashi started her career at Holland College, was the ACAA Rookie of the Year, transferred to St. Mary's, won 3 straight AUS championships. Lauren Armstrong was the ACAA MVP this past year, and she will be joining Scott Monroe's SMU Huskies in the fall. And Nakiva Brown was the ACAA Rookie of the Year this year with Holland College, the Hurricanes. So clearly a connection there, a little bit of a pipeline to the 56ers, as well as good partnership with St. Mary's University. So that was a tough and one by Sophie Atkinson, and she hits the free throw. And we're tied up again, 8-8, 3:38 remaining in this first quarter. Back and forth action. Kobayashi finds Kane Norden. Quick shoot 3, no good. Rebounded by Russell, and here come the Thunder. Russell, the Acadia Axwoman standout, was an AUS first-team All-Star this past season. Taya Dixon feeds it to Alexis Evans on the block. Evans up with the left hand, no good. Another defensive rebound for Armstrong. She's played this whole quarter and done a little bit of everything for the Sixers. Kane Norden turns it over. Haley Lawler comes away with the steal. Lawler finds her Mount Royal teammate Evans to the corner. Russell, 3, knocks it down. Sammy Russell gives the Thunder an 11-8 advantage. Big time bucket there by Russell. And Armstrong coughs it up, driving. Want to remind you all, we're live and interactive here on Maritime Athletic Profiles YouTube. leave us a comment in the YouTube live chat. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. Again, wishing a happy Mother's Day to all the moms watching at home. Let us know your favorite mom. We'll give a Mother's Day shout out here on the air. Just get that live chat popping. It helps me feel not so lonely over here. And Sammy Russell heating up, knocks down the 18-footer, pushes the lead up to 5. Russell, 6-foot wing out of Dartmouth and Dartmouth High. Two-time AUS All-Star. Averaged better than 16 points per game this year for the Axewomen. Now Russell has it kicked from behind. And it's actually going to be a foul against Dara Flurgan, the former Cape Breton University Caper. As Sandy Saunders and Bianca Helmig, two of the Thunder starters, return to the game. Saunders inbounds for Lawler. Evans brings the screen, the Cougar connection. Now Evans on a post touch. Has the smaller Kobayashi on her, but Leah Martin's help defense is there. And Saunders misses the floater. Flurgan off and running, has Brown with her. Flurgan stripped on the way up, and it goes off her lower body and will be Thunder ball the other way. As Kira Duffy's going to check in, replacing Alexis Evans for the Thunder. Thunder lead 13-8, 1:45 remaining. Thunder on a little 8-0 run right now, actually. They were down 8-5. See if the Sixers can stop that run. Helmick over for Saunders. Post touch for Russell. Nowhere to go. Again, great help D by Leah Martin. 3-ball. Connects. That is Haley Lawler hitting the contested 3. And that run is now 11-0 over the last few minutes as the Thunder have built up an 8-point lead. Donaldson lost it. Gets it back. Spins. Blocked by Lawler and Russell. Nice little in and out dribble to shed Kobayashi. Now picked up by Nikiva Brown. Russell showing off the handle. Feeds it for Duffy. Kicks it out. Extra pass. Russell, 3. Wow. Sammy Russell and the Thunder clicking on all cylinders right now. And it's Russell leading the way as that is a 13-0 run. In fact, maybe 14-0 if the scoreboard. Do you have 18 or 19? Whatever, we'll figure it out. Let's take a look. 19? Yeah, okay, so it's actually a 14-0 run. As we take a look at, in a second here, take a look here at some of the action. Okay, Adam Denny, first YouTube shout out of the day, my guy Adam, watching his SMU faves, Aki and Courtney. Shout out to Courtney and Aki, and shout out to you, Adam Denny, huge supporter of St. Mary's Athletics and a great guy. As you take a look here at some of the work of the Thunder, and as always, as there's a tough and one by Sophie Atkinson. Russell hits the corner 3. Then Russell is going to hit the pull-up elbow jumper. And look who it is. Actually, that's Lawler's 3 off the assist from Russell. And finally, Russell relocates, catch and shoot 3, nothing but net. 18-0 run, quite a few of those buckets coming courtesy of Sammy Russell. As the Thunder have opened up a 19-8 advantage, forcing a timeout from Pat Havard. I got lots of stuff to talk about here, but we've got an exciting ball game as the Thunder come out in a full court press. Adam's going to be happy as Aki and Courtney are out on the court together, along with Leah Martin, Nikiva Brown, and Dara Flurgan. Martin, the MLA for this area, Cole Harbour, and doesn't get the turnaround to go, but offensive rebound will favor the Sixers. Martin, one of the vets of this league. I believe she's played in all 4 seasons. and one of 7 returning players from last year's runner-up team for the 56ers. Flurgan called on the travel. So another turnover, and the Thunder take over with 38 seconds remaining in the quarter. Helmig. Russell, same spot. Different result as that one off back rim. Rebounded by Kobayashi. She splits the defense. Kicks to the corner. Donaldson, catch and shoot 3. Up. Courtney D for 3. Knocks it down and ends the Thunder run, cutting their lead to 8. Helmig will skip in her step. 10 seconds remaining in the quarter. Russell behind her back. Nowhere to go. Frazier open 3. Too strong. And that will do it for the first quarter. As the
It's Taya Dixon.
Taya.
Yeah.
My mistake. Taya Dixon, not Taya. Thank you. After the first quarter, the Thunder take a 19-11 lead over the Lake City 56ers. Quickly, let's do sponsors. You got that there? Yep. The MWBA would like to thank our league sponsors, founding partner Royale. I'm going to read them as they come up on the screen. Why not? Legacy Cup partner, supporting partner, Cushman and Wakefield Atlantic. Legacy Cup partner, Proline Stadium. That's all we got on the roll, but also Medivie, Sport Entertainment Atlantic, TRL Solutions, Basketball New Brunswick, and Support for Sport Nova Scotia. All proud sponsors of the MWBA. Thanks for your continued support. So we mentioned the Thunder with 5 returning players. Only 4 in this game. Sandy Saunders, Kira Duffy, Sophie Atkinson, and Sammy Russell. They'll be adding Alina McMillan next year. They do have 8 new players, including just 1 in Aaliyah Frazier with MWBA experience. The 56ers, on the other hand, they have 7 returning players. Courtney Donaldson, Lillian Fuller, Emma Cameron, Lauren Armstrong, Leah Martin, Abby Mercer, and Courtney Kane Norden. They also add Emily McNeil, who we've seen starting the game today with MWBA experience. But some of their other additions are big time. I mean, we've seen Aki Kobayashi and Zoe Olskamp, Nakiva Brown. Mackenzie Smith, not with the team today. She is having her university graduation from St. Joseph's University in the NCAA, where she was a standout All-Atlantic All-Star this past year and is a huge get for Coach Pat Havard's side. As Bianca Helmig hits the floater to push it up to a 21-11 advantage. Donaldson now off the hard hedge. Kobayashi blocked on the way up by Frazier, her St. Mary's teammate. And Helmig puts up a 3. No good, off back rim, rebounded by Leah Martin. Here's Donaldson. She's got Kobayashi, Brown, Martin, and Flurgan with her. Here's Kobayashi. Kicks it back out for Courtney. Gets the switch off the screen and roll. Now Brown attacks baseline and is blocked by Duffy. Couple big blocks now for Kira Duffy, but Duffy has her pocket picked from behind by Brown. Brown, big time forearm, sends Atkinson backpedaling, but unable to hit the layup. And we've got a track meet breaking out here at Cole Harbour High. It's both teams pushing the pace. Frazier, pull up. No. Duffy, blocked from behind by Flurgan. Wow. Phenomenal defensive plays on both ends. Big time blocks, big time steals. And we're going to get a wave of substitutions in here for the 56ers. Olskamp, Armstrong, and Fuller, 3 starters returning. As well, Emily Nunez-Sabian with her first action of the game for the Thunder. And Atkinson called for the travel on the catch. 56ers will take over with 8:24 remaining in the first half. Fuller. Now Donaldson. Swings it over to Olskamp on the left wing. Around the Merton screen, beautifully done. Great pocket pass there from Zoe Olskamp, finding the roller Merton in perfect position. But Atkinson right back at you, unable to hit the three. Armstrong outlets for Donaldson, and she'll push. Good read and steal by Sandy Saunders, the former Acadia Axwoman. Now Saunders floats it up, lots of contact, no whistle. Another defensive rebound for Lauren Armstrong. She's been cleaning up the glass all afternoon. Armstrong now around the Martin ball screen. Armstrong settles back into a long two and connects. Lauren Armstrong having herself a day. Not always a score first player, although she did lead the ACAA in scoring with nearly 19 points per game. Tends to take a secondary scoring role with the 56ers behind the likes of Donaldson and, well, last year, of course, Lizzie Beals, Ishiemi. This year, Mackenzie Smith, Aki Kobayashi, lots of talent on this team. But Armstrong having a big scoring day today. 6 points at least already. Frazier gets her own rebound. Fakes the handoff. Now feeds for Nunez-Sabian. Swings it over to the wing for Russell. Acadia teammates working hard. Frazier, shot clock down to 6. Frazier fouled and will head to the line to shoot two. Donaldson didn't like it, but I think that's the right call. She was out of position, and definitely some contact there on the drive by Aaliyah Frazier. Aaliyah Frazier, 5'10" guard out of New Glasgow, Nova Scotia. Began her youth sports career with the St. FX women, where she averaged over 11 points per game and was named the 2023 Sylvia Sweeney Award for Student Athlete Community Service. And finished her career with the St. Mary's Huskies, winning back-to-back AUS championships. Played last year in this league with the Halifax Hornets, but has found herself a new home with the Thunder, playing in her home gym at St. Mary's. As Fuller misses, Nunez-Sabian to push. Now Lawler stops, finds Atkinson, her floater blocked by Martin. Fuller with the rebound, and Donaldson will control. Donaldson seeking out that contact. Sends Lawler sprawling and finishes with the left hand. Russell the other way, fouled, and will head to the line to shoot two. Sammy Russell has been really aggressive offensively in this game. Get a good look at her there on the free throw line. Russell was a first-team All-Star this past year, second-team All-Star last year. This year, I got her points wrong earlier. She averaged 19 points per game with the Axwomen, nearly 10 rebounds and 4 assists per game as well. Just stuffed the stat sheet for Coach Len Harvey's side. And Russell with a rebound, long outlet for Lawler. Lawler slows it up, now finds Nunez-Sabian on the block. Step through layup with the left. Halfway down, rims out. Fuller will cross half with it. Donaldson, crossover, step through, tough. Courtney Donaldson in her bag like the fries at the bottom. Showing off some off-season work. Showed out Watita, he was here yesterday. I think she's been working on those kind of moves with him, but I mean, as Lillian Fuller hits the transition triple, and just like that, it's back to a 3-point game. Thunder led by 11. They led 19-8. Since then, a 14-6 run for the 56ers. And another one-and-done turnover for the Thunder will give the Sixers a chance to potentially tie with a 3.
Now in the game for the Halifax Thunder, number 23,
As Jewel Wolfett checks in for her first action for the Thunder. Wolfett, another Acadia Axwoman current player, go to Brookfield, Nova Scotia, and Cobequid Education Center. Wolfett appeared in all 20 games, starting 5 for the Axwomen this year. Not a big scorer, but averaged over 3 rebounds per game. As here's Russell. And got caught between a pass and a dribble and called for the travel. It's good coaching there from the Thunder side. If it's not easy, don't do it. Interesting. Fuller driving. Open lane, but misses the lay-in. And Nunez Sabian to push the other way. Russell fakes her defender. Now Frazier straightaway 3. No good, but Wolfett talked about her rebounding prowess. She gets an offensive rebound right there. Nunez Sabian now. Frazier. Wolfett. Post touch. Nunez Sabian to the left. Oh, just a tough miss. I see an interview subject. Lauren Armstrong, nobody stops the ball, and Armstrong takes it all the way to the cup for 2. And the Thunder, Coach Alex Petropoulos is going to call a timeout and talk things over. Take a look at some replays if you got them. And let's talk really quickly about the coaches. So we just mentioned Alex Petropoulos in his first year as head coach with the Thunder. Petropoulos, also the head coach at Citadel High School and a former Dal Tigers men's basketball assistant. Joined by Kevin Vino and Kevin Duffy. A lot of experience between those two. Duffy, the former head coach of the Acadia Axemen, former player at Acadia as well, and also the husband of Kira Duffy, wearing number 3 in baby blue for the Thunder. And Kevin Vino, I mean, what can you say about him? A multiple-time AUS All-Star. Actually, he was an AUS MVP and a All-Canadian. Now playing pro. I believe he's still playing pro in the Netherlands, and also has a contract with the Ottawa Blackjacks of the CEBL. But cool to see Kevin back in his home province. He's from Port Williams, Nova Scotia, but getting involved in the coaching side of things before he continues his professional career. So yeah, and of course the Lake City 56ers coach returning, Pat Havard. Pat's got a big resume, formerly the coach at North Nova High with the ECBL, NBL Canada, UPI Panthers, Crandall Chargers, Basketball Nova Scotia. Coached the BNS under-18 boys team to a bronze medal at the 2022 Canada Games. Assistant coaches for the 56ers include Lonnie States, Tara Myra, Chelsea Slaughter-Wright, and Peyton Parker. Shout out to all the coaching staff and everybody involved in the MWBA year 4 of this league, and it's bigger and better than ever. And we've seen some tremendous play from both these teams so far this year. Again, the 56ers looking to improve to 4-0. Thunder hoping to not drop to 0-2. And, I mean, goes without saying it would be their first losing streak in team history. Between regular season and playoffs, the Thunder come into today with an overall record of 35-2 in this league. As Helmig's floater rims out, rebounded by Emily McNeil. Kobayashi calls for the ball screen. McNeil flips it. Kobayashi kicks. Armstrong. Now Olskamp. Cut off by Duffy. Good defense here by the Thunder. Swarming. Olskamp 3 to beat the shot clock buzzer. No, but what a rebound. Lauren Armstrong. And up and in with the left hand. Lauren Armstrong, I believe she has a first half double-double. She is carrying the 56ers right now, getting layups, hitting outside shot, and just absolutely all over the glass. And the 56ers have the lead, 26-25. They were down 19-8 and have come storming back to take the lead. But Kira Duffy on the free throw line to shoot 2 here. Duffy, 5'10", out of Charlottetown PEI and Colonel Gray High School. Had an outstanding 5-year career with the UPI Panthers. In her senior season was a first-team All-Star and won the Sylvia Sweeney Award as Youth Sports Student Athlete Community Service. In fact, both her and Aaliyah Frazier won that prestigious national honor. Just goes to show the quality of student athlete and person that this Thunder program continues to bring in. It's Kobayashi, kicks, McNeil, 3. No good, but again, Lauren Armstrong is all over the glass. And a big-time hustle play here. Helmig at the bottom of the dog pile, and it will remain with the 56ers. But again, the rebounding of Lauren Armstrong, phenomenal effort level by her right now. Armstrong this past season averaged just under 9 rebounds per game, 3rd in the ACAA. Again, won the most valuable player of the conference. And that's going to be a shot clock violation. And it's a bit of a weird one. I'm not sure. I guess the initial attempt didn't hit the rim, and of course no reset on the possession arrow. As Sandy Saunders checks back in for the Thunder. Here is Lawler, defended by Kobayashi. Dribble handoff, Helmig. Over for Saunders, triple. Halfway down, rims out. Saunders follows her own shot, gets the rebound. This is the Thunder starting lineup, and you can see how well they play together. But that pass from Helmig just a little bit out of reach for Lawler. And the 56ers will take over possession with 2:24 remaining in the first half. And Helmig is going to be called for a foul 95 feet away from the defensive basket. Little overzealous there on the press. They inbound for Armstrong. Now Fuller crosses the timeline. Out of the horn set. Fuller fouled. It's going to be the second team foul here against the Thunder.
Halifax Thunder foul to number 1, Sandy Saunders, her first.
As Sandy Saunders picks up her first. And Aaliyah Frazier is going to check back in, replacing Haley Lawler. Olskamp looking to post up Duffy. Lefty turnaround is no good. And here come the Thunder. It's Helmig. Almost a back over half. Officials didn't call it. Baseline drive by Duffy. Cut off. Leaves it for Russell. Good ball movement. Saunders connects. The little 8-foot baseline jumper and puts the Thunder back on top, 28-26. Olskamp now. Fuller for 3. No. Rebounded by Russell, and she wants to push. Frazier. This Thunder team, beautiful ball movement. And Helmig finds a hole and finishes with the left. Tough take there by Bianca Helmig. Helmig was an AUS second-team All-Star this past year. Was the AUS Rookie of the Year in 2022-23. Fuller around the McNeil ball screen. Now Kobayashi. And we're going to get a foul against Aaliyah Frazier defending McNeil on the block. Third team foul on the Thunder as Sophie Atkinson is going to check in for Halifax. As well, Courtney Kane Norden and Courtney Donaldson. The Courtneys hitting the court for the 56ers. Fuller gets it into the corner for Donaldson. Defended by Atkinson. Donaldson looking to attack and is fouled. Will head to the line to shoot two. Thunder didn't foul for the first 7 minutes of this quarter, but they've committed, I think, 5 fouls now in the last 2 minutes. And that will put Donaldson on the line to shoot two. Courtney Donaldson was last week's Royale Player of the Week in the MWBA, averaging 15 points in a pair of wins. She scored 22 points in yesterday's win over the Hornets. Was a second-team AUS All-Star in her senior season, 23-24 with the Huskies, leading the team with just under 16 points per game. Big-time scorer has been ever since she first touched a basketball back in her hometown of Kelowna, British Columbia. Shout out to Sheila watching. Happy Mother's Day. Atkinson attacks middle, cut off by Armstrong. Kane Norden brings the help. Tie-up will remain with the Thunder with 6 on the shot clock. Lawler to trigger the baseline inbound. Actually, Alex Petropoulos is going to take a timeout and break out his best blob coming out in this final minute of the first half. No more comments in the YouTube. Keep those coming, folks. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. Feel free to shout out a player, a friend, a coach, a mom. So we'll take a look here at some of the action. And Lauren Armstrong, definitely a story of this first half. By my count, she's got 12 points. And that time, about as easy as it gets. Nobody stopped the ball in transition. Here's Armstrong again. Offensive rebound and a tough spin to the left hand. It's a foul against the 56ers. And you see here some of that ball movement by the Thunder, resulting in the Sandy Saunders jump shot. Another look. And here Helmig looking to break down the defense. Well done. Finds a small hole and takes advantage. And here's Donaldson. Fouled. Okay, so let's see what Alex Petropoulos has got in his playbook on this blob. They're going to start flat. Nothing doing. They get in for Atkinson, last resort in the corner. Shot clock's down to 3, and it's going to be a turnover. That did not go the way Coach Petropoulos drew it up, I'm sure. But a chance here for the 56ers to tie the game, potentially take the lead with the 3. I see a couple interview subjects I'm going to try to get at half, and they're not necessarily moms, but we're going to keep the action coming. So, and now the 56ers take a timeout. Huh. Well, don't go too far at halftime if we ever get to halftime, as we're going to have some interviews with a player from each team, hopefully, as well as a couple surprise guests, we'll call them. Shout out to everybody. Shout out Maritime Athletic Profiles. I'll tell you, what an event Tyler and Clark and the team helped put on, along with Trevor and Courtney from Halle Blaze. The inaugural, first but certainly won't be the last, what are they calling it? Atlantic All-Star Weekend event. I think it was like 60 girls from all across Atlantic Canada, 6 different teams. Each team played 4 games over 2 days at Armbray and St. Mary's. Really a great showcase of young up-and-coming basketball talent. Lots of MWBA connections on the coaching staff, too. Courtney Donaldson, I know, was coaching a team. Carla Yepes, Sophia Widmeyer, John Tramble, Mark Ford, all with experience. Eva Widmeyer as well, all with experience with the Halifax Hornets. Clara Gascoigne and Chloe Wilson coaching a team, former St. Mary's Huskies. Gascoigne was a Hornet in their inaugural season, winning the Legacy Cup. Now Donaldson out of the horn set. Out there with Kane Norden, Flurgan, Fuller, and Armstrong. And the foul trouble continues for the Thunder, as that's going to send Fuller to the line to shoot too, with 35 seconds remaining. Lillian Fuller, 5'5" guard out of Dartmouth and Halifax Grammar School. Has played the last 2 years with the UNB Reds. Had a breakout season this year, averaging 8 points, 3 assists per game. And this her second season with the 56ers, and we talk about that. That's a big part of this league. The confidence that players can get, especially if you're a first-year player in U Sports. You know, that jump from high school to U Sports is difficult. Maybe you didn't get that much playing time, but you have the opportunity in this MWBA season to play 12 games in 6 weeks, practice against AUS All-Stars, former pros, NCAA players with Mackenzie Smith in Fuller's case, and really gain that confidence and experience heading into the rest of your career. And talk about confidence and experience, Sammy Russell overflowing with confidence today. That was a really tough take out of the give and go. Good pass from Duffy, and Russell through the contact with the left hand. Big smile on her face, and rightfully so, as she's headed to the line for a chance at 3 the hard way. And she hits. What a half for Sammy Russell. Thunder lead 33-30. 18 seconds remaining. See if the 56ers can cut into this lead or even tie it up with a 3. Shout out Tom Murphy. Well-produced video and audio of a good game. You're absolutely right, Tom. MWBA action on Maritime Athletic Profiles. You gotta love it. As Flurgan misses the floater, and the Thunder will get the last chance here as 7 seconds remaining. Atkinson, nowhere to go. Saunders, clock is down to 2 to beat the buzzer. No, that was Lawler with the corner 3. And that does it for the first half. The Halifax Thunder take a 33-30 lead into halftime. Don't go too far, as we're going to have some interviews coming up momentarily right here on Maritime Athletic Profiles. Thanks for watching. We'll be right back with an interview or two.
Welcome back to live coverage of the MWBA. You know, a lot of hoopers in the gym today, including one right here, Brandon Bellotti. Brandon, welcome to Halifax first and foremost. High flyer with the Halifax Hoopers. Tell me about your experience so far in Halifax.
I mean, getting the support that we have from the community and seeing the passion that they have for the game that I love has been indescribable. You know, Halifax is considered such a small town, but when that small town gets together for something, it leads to big events, and that's what we're seeing right now. The game is taking over.
And the Hoopers are taking over too. I guess you guys are on, what, an 8-9 win game?
14 actually, 14 win streak.
Wow. So if people haven't come out and caught a Hoopers game live, why should they come out and what can they expect to see?
I mean, at this point, they can expect to see another win, but on top of that, it's pure energy, it's chaos, but it's a family-friendly environment, again, surrounded around the game that I love. I mean, it's not really something that you can put into words. You just got to be there to see it for yourself.
Awesome. And Brand, we got to say, dude, today's Mother's Day. Any shout-outs you want to give?
I want to give a shout-out to my mom, happy Mother's Day, and also a shout-out to my dad because it's his birthday, too. Happy birthday, Dad, 65, I love you.
Amazing. Happy birthday, happy Mother's Day, and shout out Brandon Bellotti and the Halifax Hoopers. When's your next game?
18th.
May 18th. Come out and support them at the Zatzman Sportsplex. Thanks, Brandon.
Thank you for having me.
We'll be right back with a Thunder player. Don't go anywhere. Joined here by Sammy Russell of the Halifax Thunder. I believe 13 first half points for you. Team found themselves in a little hole, but what a second quarter end of the first quarter into the second. What can you say about your team's first half?
A lot. I think we're definitely in our second game now, really starting to groove together as a team, and we're just having fun with it, learning each other's style. Everyone has their unique talents and abilities, so it's fun just to play with a new group of girls, but also still have a good core from our Arcadia group here.
Yeah, I was going to ask, 5 returning Thunder players, and obviously a new contingent of Acadia alum and current players as well joining you this year. Tell me a little bit about your thought process coming back into this league and joining the Thunder again this spring.
Yeah, I mean, I just had so much fun last year. You get to experience such a light environment here with basketball and just having so much fun. So I just had to come back and play with these girls. It was awesome. Yeah.
And you mentioned Thunder looking to bounce back. Last year you didn't lose any games. Unfortunately, came up short on the season opener. But what's kind of the mindset coming into this game and for the season in general for this team?
Yeah, I think just growing with each other and experiencing it. The loss was definitely oh shoot, we don't like to lose. So it's definitely nice to bounce back with this team and have fun again today.
Finally, it's Mother's Day today.
Yes.
Your mom's here. I want to see if you got any shout outs and any words about what your mom has maybe meant on your basketball journey.
Oh my gosh, she's everything. My mom is amazing and I love you so much, Mom. And happy Mother's Day to all the other moms out there too.
Awesome. Thank you, Sammy. Good luck in the second half.
Okay, thank you.
We're going to be right back. Don't go anywhere, Alex. We're going to be right back with a player from the Lake City 56ers. Got time for 2 questions with Courtney K. Norton of the Lake City 56ers. Courtney, your thoughts on that first half? Good back and forth action.
Yeah, we struggled a little bit on defense, but towards the end we picked it up a bit, so we just need to keep that energy.
Okay, and Courtney, it's Mother's Day. You're a mom.
Yeah.
Want to wish you a happy Mother's Day. And your thoughts on moms and the role they play in this sport of basketball that we all love.
A huge, huge role. That's all I got to say. It's a huge role. Wouldn't be the same without us. So.
Awesome. Well, Courtney's got to get back to the huddle. Thank you so much, and good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to be right back with more MWBA action on Maritime Athletic Profiles. Welcome back. It's me, Alan. I've been running all over the gym the last 5 minutes, grabbing my interview subjects, but now I'm seated and excited for a second half of MWBA action on Maritime Athletic Profiles. Shout out Courtney Kane Norden, Sammy Russell, and Brandon Bellotti of the Halifax Hoopers for some great halftime interviews. We got a purple ball in the court. Nope, CD's on it. There you go. Yeah, nice moment here. We got this on camera. Courtney's getting ready to inbound the game, but she's got to say what up to her friend. I learned that she trains that player, so that was kind of a cool moment. Okay, so score 33-30 in favor of the Halifax Thunder. Real back and forth action. And travel by Zoe Olskamp to start off the second half. I want to give a quick shout out to one of the other sponsors of the Lake City 56ers, On to Rise Sports and Entertainment. Doing great things in the community. Shout out Coulter Simmons, the general manager of the 56ers. And back-to-back turnovers, as I'm not even sure what that one was, but we're coming the other way with it. So, bit of a offensive sputter for both teams to start the second half. We'll see what Courtney Donaldson can do about that. Kicks to the corner. Zoe Olskamp gets Duffy up in the air. A couple Charlottetown natives going at it, and Olskamp wins that matchup with a strong right-handed finish. Olskamp, she is a Stratford native, is a graduate of Charlottetown Rural High, going into her second season with the UMB Reds. Fuller with the rebound, outlets for Donaldson. Pushing the pace. Olskamp swings it around the horn. McNeil, now Armstrong, fakes, takes. Doesn't get the roll, but McNeil is there for the second chance. Donaldson, catch and shoot three. Off back rim, rebounded by Frazier. Here comes Lawler. Now Frazier gets downhill and unable to finish with the right hand. Donaldson gonna break down her defender. Ran out of space. Armstrong, second chance, and Lauren Armstrong. That is 17 points for Lauren Armstrong to lead all scorers. I don't have the stats on her rebounds, but she's easily got a double-double. Absolutely stuffing the stat sheet today for the 56ers. Armstrong, oh wow, what a pass. Duffy finds a cutting Helmig on a well-timed bounce pass. And the Thunder take back the lead, 35-34. Fuller resets, swings for Olskamp. Dribble handoff for Fuller. Fuller kicks to the corner. McNeil drives. Shot clock down to 3. McNeil to beat the buzzer. No. Good defense by Helmig, and here come the Thunder. Long outlet for Saunders. Back for Helmig. Settles into a 3. Rims out. Another rebound for Lauren Armstrong. What a game she is having. Armstrong leaves it for McNeil. Right back for Armstrong. Around the McNeil screen. Little two-woman game. Now Donaldson settles it down. Wow, Courtney Donaldson catches that ball so nonchalantly. And a little drop cross into the catch and shoot 3. Not catch and shoot, I guess, but either way, the result is good. Duffy comes up short on the reverse, and we'll see if the Sixers can add to their lead. Armstrong, kick out, McNeil. Right back for Armstrong. Olskamp on the drive. Duffy brings the help and got a piece of that. Helmig saves it, and here come the Thunder.
Saunders down the right wing. Helmig now. Back for Saunders. Back for Helmig. Creates some space and finishes with the right hand. Helmig using her quickness. Blows by the defender and ties it up again, 37 all. That's going to be a foul against Helmig, and I think that's her third personal. As Sammy Russell and Courtney Kane Norton, our interview subjects, will check back in together. That is Helmig's third personal, so she's going to take a seat as well as Sophie Atkinson checks in. And Atkinson deflects the inbound down. Off the inbounds, Donaldson catches in the corner. Armstrong brings the screen. Donaldson, 3 is off. Kane Norton saves it for Donaldson. Floater, halfway down, but rims out. Russell pushing. Lost the handle. Atkinson picks it up. Now Lawler for 3. Connects. Haley Lawler puts the Thunder back on top, 40-37. Fuller looking for the answer. Off for Armstrong. She'll drive. Cross to the left. Oh my goodness. Lauren Armstrong. The Thunder killer from down under. She is having herself a game, 19 points and many rebounds. Fuller finds Armstrong. Nope. Deflected, but it will remain with the 56ers on the baseline. And you got to love the way Lake City is playing to start this second half. Pushing the pace. The scoring duo of Donaldson and Armstrong looking unstoppable right now. And a reminder, this is a 56ers team that's playing without Mackenzie Smith, the NCAA All-Atlantic, 3-time All-Atlantic 10 All-Star. I mean, what an addition she is. The 56ers came back from last year's runner-up season, reloaded. But Sammy Russell making an impact. 16 points for her now. Russell gets it back. Defended by Kane Norton. Dribble handoff for Frazier. Swings to the wing. Atkinson for 3. Short. Kane Norton saves it in for Flurgan. And Flurgan lost the handle. And it's going to be Thunder ball heading the other way as Sandy Saunders and Jewel Wolfett will check in as Lake City takes a timeout.
The Lake City 56ers would like to welcome members of the Halifax Hoopers. So if you have a chance,
We talked to Brandon Bellotti, but there's about 7 or 8 Halifax Hoopers in attendance here. Awesome to see. Hoopers. I didn't even know they had played 14 games, but apparently they're on a 14-game win streak. 14-2 is their record? Jeez. I mean, those games came fast and furious. It feels like just 2 weeks ago they had their home opener, and now you're telling me they're 14-2? But, yeah, I mean, I know they've been playing like 3 games in a row. A lot of talent. Showed out the locals on that team. Tyler Scott. I mean, local. Josiah Tynes is a local out of the Cole Harbour, Preston area. And then guys who are university products of here, Azaro Roker and Shakir Locke. Shout out to all those guys hooping with the Hoopers. It's so awesome to have professional basketball back in Halifax. And what a weekend. I was joking with somebody. You know, it used to be May and June were like the downtime for basketball in this city. AUS is done. When we had a previous pro team, they were done in March, and high school metro leagues are done. Now all of a sudden we've got these big camps in town. Again, shout out the Atlantic All-Star Weekend. The MWBA is in full swing. The Hoopers are hooping out there, winning 14 straight games, and there's no shortage of basketball options if you're a basketball fan in this region, get yourself out to a Lake City 56ers game or a Halifax Hoopers game and support these phenomenal athletes. As Saunders misses the three, but Atkinson tracks down the rebound. How about this? 4 of the 5 players on the court for the Thunder right now are Acadia, past and present. Kira Duffy, who has made her home in Wolfville but never played for the Axewomen, does do their commentary now, though. The only non-Acadia player on the court right now. As Atkinson looking to draw the charge, it's going to be a block, and that will put Dara Flurgan on the line to shoot 2. Flurgan, 6-foot forward out of Montreal, Quebec. Played at Cégep Champlain Saint Lambert. Also played 2 years at Cape Breton University for the Capers. Was an AUS All-Rookie selection in 2023. And, yeah, I mean, good stats. 7 points, 6 rebounds per game with the Capers. Another big-time addition to the 56ers this season. Russell now. Looking to attack Kane Norton off the bounce. Russell into traffic and is fouled by Flurgan. Bit of a bailout call there, if you ask me. Take another look here. Don't really think Russell had much she could do there, but yeah, Flurgan might have gotten some of her forearm on the way up. Actually, the foul went against Kobayashi on her backside, so Russell on the free throw line to shoot 2. Sammy Russell, 68% from the line this year with Acadia, 73% over her 4-year AUS career. Here's Armstrong, the lead scorer with 19 points on the afternoon. Kane Norton for 3. No. Flurgan hard after the rebound, but it ends up in the hands of Sophie Atkinson. And here come, I almost called them the Axewomen, as Russell misses the 3. Here come the Thunder. Might as well be the Axewomen with this lineup. Alexis Evans subbed in for Kira Duffy, so 4 Axewomen and a Cougar of the Mount Royal variety for the Thunder. Armstrong orchestrating the offense for the Sixers. Now Nakiva Brown, she'll drive, takes a bump, and right into the help of Evans. Good team defense there. And it's going to go the Thunder way. Should have to Nakiva Brown, though. I learned yesterday she is wearing the same uniform, number 4 in Lake City, that beautiful black and gold, that her cousin Nicole wore for the team last year. So from one N Brown in number 4 to the next one. And Nakiva was the ACAA Rookie of the Year and a second-team All-Star at Holland College this past season. Standout guard for the Hurricanes. Atkinson spinning, finds Evans. Jumper is no good, but another offensive rebound for Atkinson. Those are starting to pile up. And Saunders wide open top of the arc, no good. Olskamp with the rebound, and Kobayashi pushing the pace. Kobayashi settles into a 3 and hits. From the land of the rising sun, Aki Kobayashi hits the triple and cuts it to a 3-point game. And look at Aki. Gets a steal, pushing the break, finds Olskamp, extra pass, Armstrong, too strong. That would have given the 56ers the lead. They currently trail by 1. 2:02 remaining in the third quarter. Been a good back and forth matchup as Leah Merton, the MLA, comes away with a blocked shot. Kobayashi blocked on the other end by Atkinson. It's a block party here on Mother's Day. Oh, that's another tough one for the 56ers. Looked like they had Russell surrounded. So we see some of these blocks. I don't know if that one was Martin or Flurgan. They both were up there. And then on the other end, Atkinson. Russell around the Evans ball screen. Brown hounding her. Russell feeds Evans. Beautifully done Russell felt the double as she drove and knew somebody was open. And Alexis Evans gets on the scoreboard, I believe, for the first time today. And a steal by Frazier. Outlets for Atkinson. Saunders round the horn. Frazier, post touch now for Evans. Evans getting to work to that left hand and drops it in. Little run there for the Thunder, and they're up 5. 1 minute remaining in the third quarter. Donaldson skips. Brown. Kobayashi for 3. No. Ended up off the back of the backboard. No deflection. As Lillian Fuller is going to check in, replacing Kobayashi. Fuller had a good first half. Russell, cross half. Evans brings the ball screen. Evans sets good screens. And Russell gets to her spot and finishes with the right hand. Sammy Russell and Alexis Evans picking them apart with the pick and roll right now. And a steal by Saunders. Russell travels.
Returning for your Lake City 56ers, number 11, Emily McNeil.
Lake City looking for answers right now, and they're going to bring Emily McNeil in.
Also returning for the Halifax Thunder, number 5, Haley Lawler.
Fuller, Donaldson, Brown, Martin, and McNeil. Martin catches in the high post. Handoff for Fuller. Fuller puts up a 3. No. Rebounded by Russell. 15 seconds remaining. Russell, wow. Behind the back, right at half court, tripped up by Martin. I don't know the team foul count, but it's going to be a sideline inbound. Third team foul, Martin's second. So we'll have a sideline inbound here as Sandy Saunders checks back in for the Thunder. They've got Evans, Lawler, Russell, and Frazier. Russell, 10 on the clock. Evans brings the ball screen. Russell gets downhill and is fouled. The Russell-Evans pick and roll has been a problem that the 56ers are still looking to solve. It's Russell on the free throw line. Misses the first. There's 3 seconds remaining in the quarter, so potentially a chance for a last second shot off a rebound or make. Yep, so 3 seconds remaining. Donaldson just going to put this one up from half court. Oh, just missed by inches. Courtney Donaldson wanted that one. After 3 quarters of play, the Thunder lead 51-43. Thunder outscored the Sixers 18-13 in that third quarter. Let's do sponsors, if you don't mind. The MWBA would like to thank sponsors: Royale, proudly Atlantic Canadian; Cushman and Wakefield Atlantic; and Proline Stadium. And big shout out to 902 Man Up and On to Rise Sports and Entertainment. Also sponsors of the Lake City 56ers. And I mean, it's just so awesome to have this team representing the region of Cole Harbour, Dartmouth, Preston. So much phenomenal basketball talent comes out of here, and Cole Harbour Rockets, ABA Celtics, you know, Dartmouth High, Auburn High, Preston Bulls. Like, there's a lot of talented athletes that come out of this area, and I mean, this league's all about representation, and it's awesome to see that representation of women athletes getting it done at a high level, and a chance for players at different stages of their career. You look up and down, we've got players who just finished their first year of university basketball compared to players who, I mean, I'm not going to say any ages, but Leah Martin, her first year of basketball at Dow was 20 years ago in 2005. And you talk about moms, with today being Mother's Day. I know Leah Martin and Courtney Kane Norton are moms. And we've had a whole lot of other moms in the MWBA in the past too. Justine Colley-Legier, Kelsey McLaughlin, Daly, Kelly Vass. I don't know. I don't know them all off the top of my head, but Shannon Uden. There's a whole bunch of moms who have played and thrived in this league, and here's one of them right on cue, the MLA and most valuable mom, Leah Martin. That is her trademark shot, has been since she was a Dow Tiger. That turnaround from the free throw line cuts it to a 6-point game. Duffy kicks to the corner. Russell, contested three. Wow. Sammy Russell is having a game. Fuller feeds Martin. Off the dribble handoff. Martin sending a big screen. Brown now attacks middle. Floats it up through the contact. Counted and one. Nakiva Brown. What can Brown do for you? How about an and one bucket to cut it to an 8-point lead? Take another look here. Brown, no hesitation in attack mode and gets the shooter's roll. Couldn't get the roll on the free throw though, as Frazier coming the other way. Here's Lawler. Frazier, two-woman game with Lawler. She'll put up a three and hits. Thunder starting to pull away behind the three ball. Their lead is up to 10. Fuller. Now Donaldson. She's going to attack Lawler. Kicks it out. Martin, baseline jumper. No. Russell, long pass for Lawler. What a feed. Lawler finds Duffy. Lawler steals it on the inbound and misses the reverse. You can see Haley Lawler, a huge smile. She's having fun out here. As now Russell. Track meet pace. Russell is fouled on the drive. It's going to go against Emily McNeil, and it's going to be a baseline inbound as Lauren Armstrong checks back in, as does Bianca Helmick. 59-47 the score. And we have a foul on the three, as it was actually Duffy who got knocked over into Saunders, the shooter. And it's going to be a baseline inbound as Alexis Evans checks back in. It's Nakiva Brown's fourth personal foul. So she's one away from being disqualified. And Kobayashi will come get Brown for the sub. Thunder out there. Lawler, Evans, Helmig, Saunders, and Frazier for the 56ers. Courtney Kane Norton, Courtney Donaldson, Aki Kobayashi, Lauren Armstrong, and Lillian Fuller. As Donaldson with the steal and is fouled, and will head to the line to shoot two. Courtney in attack mode. You can see didn't even think about passing that one and heads to the line to shoot two. Donaldson, an 83% free throw shooter in her senior year at St. Mary's. Last year, she led the was second in the MWBA in scoring and 7th in assists, 7th in steals as well. She was named a first-team MWBA All-Star last year. Who can forget her buzzer beater in the semifinal to punch the Sixers ticket to the championship game. Helmig hits the floater, and the lead's back up to 12. But yeah, Courtney Donaldson has become one of the stars of this league. Spent this past season coaching with the Huskies and Halifax West, and right on cue, Donaldson looking to put her team on her back and cut into this lead, hits the three to cut it to a 9-point game. Lawler short on that one, and it's going to be Sixers ball. Chance to keep this run going. Sophie Atkinson checks in. Thunder in a full court press. Kobayashi and Donaldson just ran into each other, but Kobayashi able to get it back to Fuller. She'll bring it across the timeline, defended by Atkinson. Now Kobayashi. A swing dribble, Armstrong for three. No. Rebound batted by Kobayashi into the hands of Helmig, and the Thunder bring it the other way. Helmig drives, up at the left, fouled. Will head to the line to shoot two. Bianca Helmig, 5'6" guard out of Speyer, Germany. Has played 3 seasons with the Acadia Axewomen. As mentioned, she was the 2023 AUS Rookie of the Year. This past year had a career year. Led the AUS in assists. Actually, the top 2 AUS assist getters this year were Bianca Helmig with 4.9 and Aki Kobayashi with 4.5, so they're matched up in this game. Helmig also scored a career-high 16.5 points per game and was named a second-team AUS All-Star. And hits that free throw. Gotta say, I'm excited to see this Thunder team when Alina McMillan joins the rotation next week. Also, a couple other players missing today. Hannah Smith, the sharpshooting Cape Breton Caper, not here for the Thunder. As a turnover, it's going to go the Thunder way. Also for the 56ers, I know Mackenzie Smith isn't here. I don't believe we've seen at least Emma Cameron or Julie Campbell, so they may be a little shorthanded as well. Looking over at their bench, I don't think I see either. So, yeah, neither team at full strength, but week 2 of this league, and these teams are just going to get better and better as the season goes on. 10 regular season games, couple playoff games. It's a sprint over 6 weeks to the Legacy Cup. Will the Thunder win their 3rd straight? Armstrong, 3, connects. Lauren Armstrong. Over 20 points on the afternoon now. Cuts it to a 7-point game. And a big collision there as Atkinson sends Olskamp to the deck. Pat Havard can't believe it wasn't a foul as Sammy Russell and Kira Duffy are going to check back in. Vets for the Thunder. Olskamp. I didn't know if she was being helped off the court, but looked like Courtney just had a little motivational chat with her, and she's ready to go. 7-point game, 5:45 remaining in regulation time. Kobayashi kicks to the corner for Armstrong. She'll put up a 3, connects. Lauren Armstrong. What a game. And that cuts it to a 4-point lead. Thunder led by as many as 12, but the Sixers have come roaring back over the past few minutes. Let's take a look at some of these highlights. No YouTube comments. Reminder, reach out on YouTube in the live chat. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for, who you think the player of the game should be. So we take a look here at some highlights. Courtney Donaldson gets fouled on the drive. Helmig's floater gets the roll. Donaldson out of the two-woman game. Drop cross into the three, nothing but net. That's vintage Courtney Donaldson. Helmig, she was fouled on that drive. And Kobayashi skipping to the corner. Armstrong, one corner three. This one is a replay of the last play as Armstrong hits three, but I think this one is not a replay, but a very similar play as Kobayashi finds Armstrong in the corner. Back-to-back connections. Kobayashi to Armstrong. At Holland College, the St. Mary's Huskies pipeline, past and present, has helped this team battle back within 4. And we've got an exciting finish shaping up right here at Cole Harbour High School. Shout out to the 56ers. Shout out on Derive Sports and Entertainment.
So now you can go buy everybody a steak dinner if you want with that $63.
It's Mother's Day. They should be buying her dinner.
Yeah, that's a good point. 1/8 steak.
As 50-50 ticket winner just took home $63. Here is Helmig looking down low for Duffy. Out for Lawler. No, but look who's flying in for the offensive rebound. Sophie Atkinson. Rack that one up, producer Dylan, if you can. That was an impressive chase after that basketball by Atkinson. Look at her fly in weak side here. You just catch the end of it. Good stuff anyway, as we're going to get a baseline inbound here. It's in for Russell, defended by Armstrong. Atkinson feeds Duffy, and she's fouled. We'll head to the line to shoot 2. Okay, we got a TJ Purdy said boom. What's the 3 big booms, 5 big booms? What's the boom scale? You don't know? And Adam Denny picks Lauren Armstrong as his pick for player of the game. You know she must be having a great game for Adam to not pick Courtney. Good choice though, Adam. Lauren Armstrong's having a great game. As Duffy hits the first. So yeah, TJ Purdy, I'm giving you 5 big booms. If that's how that goes. I don't know if that's still a relevant reference. Ooh, and Donaldson called for the charge. As Duffy anticipated the contact on that kickout.
Offensive foul to 56ers number 0.
Veteran move there by Duffy, a vet of this league. I believe she's played 3 seasons with the Thunder now and has won a championship in each of them. Duffy attacks middle. Comes up short on the lefty layup. Olskamp was there. Donaldson now down the left wing. 5 minutes remaining. They trail by 6. Kobayashi. Ran out of real estate. It's going to be Thunder ball heading the other way. As Emily McNeil checks back in for Lake City, replacing Courtney Kane Norden. Russell. Across the timeline. Defended by Olskamp. Duffy brings the screen. Now catches. Back for Russell. Duffy ball screen action again. Deflected. Stolen away by McNeil, and here come the 56ers. Olskamp, corner 3. Short. But Armstrong steals away the rebound and puts it up and in. Lauren Armstrong. This has been a phenomenal performance. Haley Lawler hits the 3 before the defense chant could get going. And that opens up a 7-point Thunder lead. Lawler has been good today. Armstrong. Oh my gosh. She can't miss. She's got over 30 points today. What a performance by Lauren Armstrong. What's the single game? I think Carissa Cajarini had 40 with the Windsor Edge at the time before they moved here to Cole Harbour. So it's a 4-point game after trading threes. Donaldson looking to cut it to a single possession. Long two. Too strong. Rebounded by Atkinson. Thunder. Russell is going to slow it down and call for the ball screen from Duffy. Russell takes it. McNeil switches. Russell spins. Oh. $1 million move, 1 cent finish. Olskamp the other way, denied by Duffy. Another big block by Kira. Russell, no. Kobayashi rebounds. Final 3 minutes of a tight ball game. Neither team slowing down, and Armstrong is fouled. Will head to the line to shoot 2. Take another look here at the creativity and balance off the bounce by Lauren Armstrong. And you talk about breakout games, and she's a phenomenal player. I mean, you don't become a league MVP without being able to score the basketball, but through 3 games this year, Lauren Armstrong was averaging 6 points per game. By my count, she's at 32 or 33 now. So she has exploded offensively.
3-point game.
And cuts it to a 3-point game, splitting a pair from the line. Here's Russell. She's tough to stop offensively too. Finds Saunders in the corner. Halfway down, rims out. Russell on the offensive rebound. Wow.
Sammy Russell.
Tough finish there. Between bodies. Puts it up and in. Gabby Tate's player of the game is Armstrong. I'll tell you guys, typically we don't do a player of the game from the losing team, but we might have to make an exception today if the Sixers can't come back and win this one. There's 2 minutes remaining.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Russell.
Defense.
Swings to the wing. Frazier for 3. Hits. And Pat Havard calls a timeout. A big-time triple there by Aaliyah Frazier to push the lead up to, I believe it should be 6. Or no, 8. Yeah.
Timeout, Lake City 56ers. Once again, a final
Tough sequence there for the 56ers, but
in the crowd.
to be the best, you got to beat the best. And
What you do.
this Thunder's team has
Also want to thank the sponsors,
just
Royale,
been phenomenal since this league started. But you look at Lake City, what they've been able to do today and so far this season, and again, reinforcements on the way in the form of Mackenzie Smith, the 3-time All-Atlantic 10 guard out of Shelburne, Nova Scotia, and St. Joseph's University in NCAA Division I.
56ers.
Also Emma Cameron, Julie Campbell will be joining this team to provide some depth. Actually, looks like Julie Campbell is over there, but Emma Cameron, another depth piece for this squad. As 56ers, they're a team to watch in the MWBA this year. Even if they can't come back in this one, they are in the league leading seat at 3-1 through the first 2 weekends. And the way Donaldson and Armstrong are playing, you add Mackenzie Smith to that mix. Continued reps from Kobayashi. I know this is her first weekend with the team. She just returned from a trip home to Japan. Probably only got 1, maybe 2 practices in with this group. So what I'm trying to say is the 56ers, even if they don't win today, they are a team to be reckoned with in this league going forward. Fuller is fouled, and she'll head to the line to shoot 2. And that's exactly what you want. Last 2 minutes of a game where you're down a little but not a lot. If you can get to the free throw line, get the other team in some foul trouble, slow down the clock and set up a press, but you need to capitalize on your free throws as Fuller misses the first. Hits the second, cuts it to a 7-point game. Bianca Helmig defended by Fuller.
Get loud here in this gymnasium.
Duffy. Turns it over. Zoe Olskamp comes away with the steal. Olskamp leaves it for McNeil. Donaldson. Score here would be huge. Cut it to a single possession game. Maybe. I guess not actually, but cut it to a 2-possession game. Armstrong on the drive, takes a bump, no call. And Armstrong called for a foul in the backcourt. Yikes. Gabby Tate says if the Thunder win, her pick is Duffy. Good shout. Sammy Russell on the free throw line right now. We did talk to Sammy Russell at halftime, so we'll figure it out. But stay tuned. We'll have some post-game interviews coming up. And WBA action. Russell hits 2. She's having herself a great game. Fuller fouled. And I believe that's going to put her on the line to shoot too. Yes, it will. So again, you know, you got to get some stops, but getting to the free throw line is not a bad thing, but Fuller misses the first again. Second straight time she missed the first free throw. And Fuller hits the second, back down to an 8-point deficit with 1 minute remaining on the clock. Helmick. Fuller hounds her up court. Frazier, defended by Olskamp. Now Frazier gets it back. Russell turns it over. Donaldson comes away with the steal. Armstrong might have poked it loose. Donaldson's 3 short. Frazier with the rebound. And we'll look to kill some clock here. Thunder 30 seconds away from their first win of the season, bouncing back after their first loss in, I believe, 30 games. And a tie-up is going to stay with the Thunder with 7 seconds on the shot clock. I do want to tell you about the upcoming schedule for the MWBA. These two teams will match up again on Friday. Wow, Sammy Russell, crafty move, banked it off the defender's back and lays it up and in. Give Russell 2 and the assist to herself on that one. Phenomenal play. McNeil for 3. No. Olskamp on the follow. Yes. Back down to an 8-point game. 10 seconds remaining. Fuller still active. Forces the inbound and makes Joey Harvey take a walk. It's now the inbound for the Thunder with 8 seconds remaining. But yeah, these two teams will have a rematch at SMU, 7 p.m. on Friday, May 16th. And the 56ers' next home game will come on Sunday, May 18th, as they host the Halifax Hornets at 3 p.m. at Cole Harbour High School. So the Thunder bounce back and hand the Lake City 56ers their first loss of this young MWBA season. Thunder improved to 1-1. 56ers dropped to 3-1. Phenomenal individual performances today from Lauren Armstrong and Sammy Russell. I mean, good team contributions from Lillian Fuller and Courtney Donaldson, Kira Duffy, Haley Lawler, Bianca Helmig. Always a team effort, but we saw some stars step up and have great games today. Okay, well, we're not signing off quite yet. We'll be back with a player of the game interview, and we'll see what we can do for you. A couple interviews, perhaps, coming up. You're watching live coverage of the MWBA on Maritime Athletic Profiles. We'll be right back with some interviews.
welcome back to live coverage of the MWBA on Maritime Athletic Profiles. Here now with Kira Duffy of the Halifax Thunder. Kira,
Yes.
coming off a loss, something you have not experienced in your Thunder career. What was the week of practice like, and what can you say about the team's effort today?
I think even in our game last weekend, we just got better as the game kind of went on, and we just started to trust each other and build a system together, and then we just built on that on practice on Tuesday, and we just kind of all came together as a group, and it's just I am having the absolute best time. These girls are amazing, our coaches are so awesome, we're just having a blast. So I think we brought that energy today, and we were able to adapt. It was a game of runs today for sure, and we just held in tough and got stronger and closer knit as a team in such a short amount of time. It was awesome. I had a great day.
No, always fun watching you play. So happy you're back in the league. And I want to ask,
That's generous, Hal. That's very generous.
you're one of just 5 returning players this year for the
Yes,
Thunder.
yeah.
Only 4 this first 2 weeks. Reinforcement on the way this week with Alina.
Yes.
Well, I'll ask you first. What it'll mean to have Alina join the team next week?
Oh my
too?
goodness. What I can't say enough about her game, her leadership, her composure, her IQ. She just brings such an element to the game that just changes our entire team, and she is so missed. She's such a core piece. So can't wait to have you back, Alina. Really looking forward to it, and yeah, it's just going to gel right together, and I can't wait.
But I want to ask, because you're now one of the vets of this Thunder lineup, and with all these new players this year, even a new coaching staff, very experienced coaching staff, including Kevin, but a new coaching staff. What's kind of your message and mentality to make sure the Thunder culture that you've learned about over the past 2 years continues into this year?
Yeah, that's a loaded question, too. I love that question. I think, me personally, it's sort of about getting my mindset into there's a lot of energy and excitement and adrenaline in the first part of a game or first part of the year or first part of any kind of get together as a team. So it's just kind of allowing each other to make mistakes and just be there for each other and understand we really emphasize what's a great shot, what's a good shot, what's an okay shot or a bad shot, and we had some fun with it in practice. So I think we're our culture is there, we're aligning kind of all together, and it's how quickly can we get kind of aligned as a group and also not worry about mistakes, because I made so many of them today. Sorry for everyone having to watch that out there, but it's just I feel that grace from the team and that confidence that we're all okay to just make mistakes together, and we know it's early and we're just trying to get aligned as a group, and I think we're doing a great job.
No, that's a great message and a great attitude. And speaking of great messages, it's Mother's Day.
Yes.
I want to give you the opportunity to give some shout outs, and not only about your own mom, but talk about the role of moms in this sport of basketball that we all love.
Incredible. I mean, there's so many amazing moms out there, and I think of my best friend in the whole world, Jane, who's a mom of 2 babies under 2.5, and she is just just the most amazing person that I know, and just watching her life kind of change and grow as a mom too, and just become so invested in that and your family kind of unit. It's truly special. Moms are absolutely incredible, and how much that they sacrifice is amazing, and it's just there's so many moms in the league too. It's just so special, and people out here, all the moms out supporting their daughters and seeing them flourish. It's a very cool day to celebrate and be proud of your mom and your parents and all the amazing moms and mother figures out there, and just shout out all the amazing moms.
Shout out all the moms.
Out.
Great message from Kira. Thunder will be back in action Friday night, a rematch against Lake City.
Oh, okay. Thank you for.
Well, you'll have Alina, they'll have Mackenzie Smith, so it might look like a whole new ballgame.
Yes, this is true. I'm so excited.
Going to be a fun one. You can come watch this one live at St. Mary's.
Tune in.
Or you can watch on YouTube on Maritime Athletic Profiles.
Best of the best. Alan Avery.
Awesome. All right. Shout out Kira. Shout out the team from Maritime Athletic Profiles.
Yes.
Final score was the Halifax Thunder over the Lake City 56ers, 76-68. We'll see you next time.
Awesome. Thanks, Alan.
Thank you. That was fun. Bye.